Hello and welcome to Transforming a Team. Today we're going to be looking at Real Madrid. In this video I'm going to say who I would buy, sell and keep at Real Madrid in order to build success for the future. With the current squad I've built, we're going to simulate a season on FIFA to see how we do. Real Madrid sit third in La Liga, 9 points off top spot, with 7 losses in the league already. After a very poor start to the season, Real Madrid currently sit 2 points off Atletico Madrid, who are in second spot. Before their recent loss to Genoa, Real Madrid had gone 11 games unbeaten, replicating form from their previous seasons which seen them finish top of the table. This is Real Madrid's current squad, and the players highlighted in red are the players I would look to get rid of in order to build success for the future. The players I would sell are R.E.M.C, who is a 24-year-old midfielder for Real Madrid, who isn't going to get in the starting 11, so I'm going to sell him and get about 10 million for him. Isco, because he's not really favoured at Real Madrid. He's a great player, but you could probably get about 60 to 70 million for him, so we should sell him if we're not going to use him. Kovacic, he's fallen out with the club. Chelsea have an option to buy, I believe, so probably get around 40-38 million pounds for him. We should also look to sell James Rodriguez for about 40 million, and at the age of 27 he's getting on a bit, never really given the chance to prove himself fully at Madrid, so let's move him on. He's a great player and I'm sure he'll have success elsewhere. And finally we should look to move on Benzema, who's aging out at the age of 31 now. He's getting on a lot. He's also limiting the opportunities for their striker Mariano, who is a great talent, so we should look to bring him through, and I reckon we could get about 20 million pounds for Benzema, so let's get him out the door while we still can get some value for him. After selling these 5 players, I expect Real Madrid to have about 170 million pounds worth of sales to be able to reinvest into the squad for the future. Here is a list of players I would be looking to bring in to Real Madrid. The players highlighted in green are the players I've actually chosen, but I wanted to run through a list of possible transfers they should make or are rumoured to make in the summer. Madrid are currently rumoured to bring in the centre-back from Porto in Militao. He probably cost about 45 million, and I think these rumours will probably be true because I think they're looking to bring him in, and I think it'd be a great signing for Real Madrid to build for the future. Centre-back partnership with R.E.M.C could be very strong in years to come, so I think this would be a good signing for Real Madrid. Dybala is a bit more of a wild card option, but I believe if Real Madrid pay the right money they could get Dybala out of Juventus. Currently not playing up to his best of ability, with Ronaldo taking the spot he likes to occupy, so I believe you could get him for around 160 million, possibly even a lot more. Like, you might have to pay about 200 million, but I think at the age of 25 he could really improve this Real Madrid team for the future as well. Next, I went for a surprising option in Lukaku. You know, he's on the bench for United at the moment, still a quality striker, proved that at the World Cup with Belgium, and I think you could probably get him for around 70 million. And he's a great striker, so he could improve this Real Madrid team, but I just didn't choose to go for him this time, so I don't think they'll be looking at him. One player I did decide to go for though was Memphis Depay. He's about 25, got a buyback clause to Man United, but I don't think he'll want to go there. I think he suits Real Madrid a lot more. He's an attacking player, he can play as a striker on the wing, and there'll be lots of fluidity between him and Dybala, and Bale on the right obviously, so this should be a good signing. With Marcelo rumoured to be leaving the club, I also thought about bringing in Alonso from Chelsea. At the age of 28, you probably get him for 25 million. He's a very attack-minded player, not good defensively, but Marcelo's a very attack-minded player too, so I thought maybe he could advance in the Real Madrid squad and become a better player, but I don't see this one happening at all. This one was just one I thought about, which could be quite interesting. Next, we have Eden Hazard, the player linked to Real Madrid in every window for around 100 million to 150 million. He's 28 years old, and I personally, even though he's a great player, he's got a lot of goals and assists this season for Chelsea, I think Real Madrid could be spending that money a bit more wisely on someone a bit younger and someone who has about the same output. So I don't think this might happen, but I wouldn't make it happen if I was Real Madrid boss. Another interesting centre midfield option Real Madrid could add to their squad is Pjanic, as Ramsey's coming in the summer, so they're going to be very heavy in the middle of the park, so Pjanic could be on his way out potentially, but for 54 million pounds is what he's valued at. At the age of 28, there's a lot better value in the market for a younger player, so I didn't opt for this one. And the last player on the shortlist, the player I decided to buy for around 100 million I valued him at, is aouar from Lyon. He's playing really well, got 6 goals, 4 assists in the French team, playing really well in the Champions League against oppositions such as Barcelona and Man City. They beat them, and he's about 21 years old I believe, so he's a real buy for the future. Be a great star to replace the aging Modric in a few years. So this is the squad I've built with all the new signings in there. You've got Depay on the left wing, who can be subbed out for Vinicius Jr. as they both experience with game time. Dybala up front as a striker, but you could also play Dybala in a cam role with Mariano up striker. You can play off him. create a lot of space for Dybala and Mariano. With the big strength, he could attract defenders. Bale would have a starting position on the right wing to complete the front three in my attack so far. So we'd have Depay, Dybala and Bale as our front three. That to me just screams goals, and like it's a lot of an improvement compared to Bale, Benzema and Vasquez. There is loads of strength and depth in midfield. With Modric in the second team, R.E.M.C replacing him, you can play Kroos, Casemiro, R.E.M.C, or you can play Modric in there because he's still world class. He's aging out a bit, but he's still playing. He's about 34, I think. Asensio, he's a great youngster, and Ceballos hasn't been really given a chance at Real Madrid, but he's a great runner in the middle of the park. So there's lots of options for Madrid there. Adding Militao to the defence would also give Real Madrid a lot of strength and depth there. You could play Ramos and Varane still, but once Ramos gets a bit older, you could sub him in for Militao, and he could form a great partnership with Varane. Additionally, you'd also have Nacho Fernandez and Vallejo in the second team, or the reserves, to be able to be substituted in for some games, and this would add a load of strength and depth to their defence. There are loads of rumours that Marcelo will be leaving Real Madrid to Juventus, or just leaving in general, but the reason I still have him in for the next season is because we've got Hakimi out on loan at Dortmund, so that's a 2-year loan spell. We'll leave him there, and when he comes back, Marcelo will be about 32. He'll be ready to move on, and you can fit Hakimi right in there. Also have Theo Hernandez out on loan too, so you can bring him in, and you've got a competition for left back spots there. Also, Real Madrid still have 2 world-class goalkeepers in Navas and Courtois, so those can be rotated out, and there's no need to go and buy a new one just yet. So, moving on to the Real Madrid FIFA part, we're going to decline the invite for the pre-season tournament because no one gives a shit really. And we're going to go into the squad and make the changes to the starting lineup, and we're going to bring in the players we've chosen, and yeah, we'll see you out. So this is what the current squad looks like. Asensio on the left, Depay at front, Bale on the right, Dybala at cam with Kroos and Casemiro in the midfield, Marcelo on the left, Militao, Varane and Carvajal with Courtois in goal. We're going to simulate to the end of the season now, and hopefully the assistant manager plays the players I've actually asked him to this time. On FIFA, sometimes the manager, when you simulate, just chooses a random team, so you could have Vasquez playing the whole of your games, but hopefully he sticks to the starting lineup we're giving him, and we're going to see you at the end of the career mode. Okay, so here we are at the end of the season. Here is the league table. Good to see we're not at the bottom. We're scrolling up. We are doing alright. We're in at least top 4. We're second. 12 points behind Barcelona though. Barcelona only conceded 19 goals. We conceded 30. We only scored 64. How did we get on in other competitions? So let's look at the Copa de España. Atletico Madrid won the thing 2-1 against Barcelona. We lost 4-1 to Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals and aggregate. Not the greatest. What did we do in the Super Cup? We lost that to Atletico Madrid as well, 2-0. What about in the Champions League? How far did we get? Bayern are playing Barcelona, and we lost to Bayern 4-1 on aggregate in the semi-finals. So semi-finals is a decent attempt, I guess. Didn't quite make it to the final, but good run in there. Better. In fact, I am quite curious to see who's going to win out of Bayern and Barcelona, so I'm quickly just going to go and simulate the final game. So it turns out Barcelona did win the Champions League 2-1 versus Bayern Munich, meaning they've done the league and Champions League double this season over us here at Real Madrid, so not the greatest of seasons for us. So if we just have a quick look through the squad now before we finish the video to see how everyone did. Courtois only 16 appearances, Navas 40 odd appearances, Carvajal 57 appearances. But we were Dybala 22 goals, 7 assists and 34 appearances. That's a great return. Mariano played 58 games, wasn't in my starting 11, so I don't know why. Bale 11 goals, decent. Vasquez again, not my starting 11. 10 goals though, not too bad. Depay only got 7 goals and 2 assists in 38 games. It's not the greatest, but thankfully Marcelo down the left was equally as important with 7 goals as well and 1 assist. Carvajal there with 17 clean sheets. Modric with 10 assists in 44 games, good return. Aouar 8 assists in 31 games, that's a great return too. Casemiro, who's not really an attacking player, so probably was really good defensively. Asensio 19 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, that's not great at all to be honest. Varane 33 appearances, solid performance, and Militao 28. They probably shared that role alongside Ramos. And as we scroll down, we see Toni Kroos with 4 assists in 30 games. That's okay. Ceballos only getting 13 appearances off the bench. So overall, Dybala was a great signing. Depay didn't turn out to be such a good signing. aouar also put up some good creative numbers in his first season with 3 goals and 8 assists and 31 appearances. So we're building for the future here. It's a good squad. I think if we were to do this in a few years' time, we would definitely have won the league. But Barcelona's squad of current is a lot stronger. What can I say? So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching and peace.